Seth Emerson bat leadoff, and then we'll go to Mike Griffith.
Yeah, Adam, I guess everyone's curious kind of what they have you doing on defense, how many different things they have you doing. I guess going off the edge with your hand on the ground, hand off the ground, are you doing star? Like how many different things are you doing and what are you most comfortable doing?
Honestly, like when you come to the University of Georgia, basically they're going to teach you, they're going to put you in the best predicament where you can play at. Honestly, I play basically from outside linebacker to put my hand on the ground to covering towards when it comes to the star position. So honestly, like it just all depends in different game situations. But I'm more comfortable put my hand on the ground because at the end of the day, I'm trying to get after the quarterback.
Adam, I'd heard talk that you might have run a 4.47 40 and said you could have gone even faster. Was that the right number? And just how fast could you be in that timed run?
I did run a 4.47, but honestly, like, I mean, I feel like for most people, they're a bit excited about that, but that's not my approach that I want to have. Honestly, the dream or goal that I'm really pushing for is at least running like a 4.3, weighing around like, 250. So, I mean, that's my goal and something I'm still working on.
Okay, next we'll go with Mark Weiser and then Davis Baker.
Adam, obviously they were just talking about, I guess Seth was talking about you at the star. I'm curious how you think you've sharpened your coverage skills. How comfortable are you, matching up and covering guys?
Honestly, the star position helped me in like different certain aspect really. It helped me basically learn how to open my hips, learn to help me teach like even when I'm playing like regular down, when I'm playing the jack or sound position, we had to guard like, certain running backs or the tight ends half the time. It teaches you like to actually know how to slow down and actually not like overrun them because mostly when you play in a star, you see you're guarding like the slot receiver. So probably one of the fastest dude on the team most of the time. So, I mean, dealing with that and learning how to play that star position probably was like the best opportunity that helped me out.
Adam, did you just say that you wanted to play at 250 this year?
I'm trying to work up to 250, knowing how practice been going so far. Because right now I'm at 238 right now, so I mean it's still somewhere I'm trying to get to.
Gotcha. And what do you think that will do for you this season?
Honestly, like just setting the run a little more, and just having a little extra weight sometimes don't hurt as well.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll continue now with Anthony Dasher and then Chip Towers.
Hey, Adam, good to see you. I was wondering how much have you gone back and watched tape of Lorenzo Carter and Leonard Floyd, considering they were asked to do a lot of the things you're being asked to do now with the defense as far as that outside backer and nickel road goes. And what have you learned? If so, what have you learned from watching them?
Honestly, I watched them quite a lot actually. Like when I first came here, that was kind of like my role model, and like basically a lot of people like comparison. So like you wanted to see like basically if you want to be the best, you want to see what the best did. So honestly, like a lot of things I do is off of things I've seen, some of Lorenzo or Floyd do as well.
Yeah, Adam, I use this term loosely. I say that I guess the knock on you, obviously I see all over NFL draft boards and that kind of stuff, is that, against the run, you just really haven't had the opportunity to take a lot of reps against the run. How much of a focus has that been for you to sort of prove or try to, or be a 3-down, outside linebacker as opposed to a specialist type of pass rush guy?
Honestly, it's not so much a prove. It's honestly, I don't know. It made me hungry. Like it's a lot of things other people say. A lot of people say, he can't do this, or he probably just third down pass rusher or something like that. So it's more than just to prove just for them, but like it's more to prove to myself and to really show like what I'm really capable of.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go now with Dean Legge and then Palmer Toms.
Adam, I wanted to ask you about pass rushing though real fast. So with all the positions that you're going to be playing, is there a place you like to come from? I mean, sometimes it seems like you're on the outside more than any other time, but is the middle okay? Is coming from the middle to the outside, stunning, whatever? What's your most comfortable place to blitz from?
Honestly, it don't matter to me. I like when it comes to pass rushing, that's like second nature to me. Like, I don't know, if you're not really an athlete and a baller, like you shouldn't have to choose if you want to come from the outside or inside. You should be able to do on both.
Along those same lines with the pass rush, I guess a lot of people are looking to you to maybe replace kind of what Aziz did last year. How much are you looking forward to having a greater amount of opportunity, and how much did you and him maybe, talk shop there and trade ideas in terms of pass rushing?
Honestly, I'll say like last year was like the actual year that like just being with Aziz for here so long and just like really connecting and understanding like there's more to like football in general. So basically, when you're an athlete and you have the ability to like rush and just learning your assignments as well, and honestly, like having Aziz on the other side with me, learning some of his technique and him learning off of me, just learning to get off, use my hands better. I mean, when you come to the University of Georgia, there's always competition. So like always been in a room where there's other like outside linebackers and learning from them. There's like you always gonna learn something each day.
All right, next we'll have Jake Roos and Connor Riley.
Yeah, Adam, I just wanted to talk to you about, working with Dan Lanning each and every day. Obviously the defensive coordinator, but the guy who kind of runs your position. How do you feel like he's developed you over the course of your Georgia career? And, how do you feel like that's going to benefit you moving forward into this season and beyond?
Honestly, like I say, like basically a blessing. Like there's not many defensive players that can say like, their position coach is also the D coordinator. So having your defensive coach as your defensive coordinator, he not only going to teach you how to play outside linebacker, he going to also teach you how to like know what's behind you, what the safety doing, what the corner doing, what type of coverage you're in. And honestly, like there's a lot of people that like, being outside linebacker close to DN, like a lot of people in college don't know like so much of what coverage and where the safety spinning down, or basically like, anything like from a standpoint, like skill to D-line and everything.
Yeah, Adam, you mentioned, the competition that you had, and last year you guys had a very loaded outside linebacker room that probably kept your snap count down. How do you think that situation helped you, especially going into this year where you look to be a clear leader at that position?
Honestly, like as so far not getting as much snaps as last year, honestly, like they just keep you hungry, and just being like going into like, being a leader wise, they just teach you like basically like encourage the players that's basically in, because honestly, like at the end of the day, we're trying to win. And honestly, like if I don't help the next person behind me, like Nolan and Robert Bill, MJ Sherman, like helping them guys out, then I'm not helping myself out as well.
All right, Dane Young and then Ryan Curley.
Hi, Adam. Back at Aziz's pro day in the spring. Aziz said that he predicted you would get 10 sacks, at least 10 sacks in this season. Do you agree with him?
I mean, he said 10, but like, I mean, I don't know if my goal is unrealistic, but like I'm really going for 20. And that's wild to say, but if you go for something smaller, then you're not really getting nothing out of it.
Hey, Adam, since you are being kind of thrown around there and not just a pass rusher anymore, what have you enjoyed the most outside of pass rushing since you've been moved around?
Honestly, like I say, basically dropping in coverage a little more, and like coming from like high school, I was straight DN, so like I ain't never really dropping coverage for real. And then just coming to Georgia, having to learn how to like go from the line to actually covering somebody or just standing out in the opening. And like probably the hardest thing in college football is open field tackle. So like the strength in that helped me as well. And then just I don't know, and I feel like also just learning coverage and actually knowing like what, my assignments are even more.
All right, we've got time for maybe a couple more if anyone has a follow-up for Adam.
Adam, how much trust did you have in Kirby Smart? You've heard some guys ask about, the level of competition, staying patient. Can you talk about the trust you had in Coach Smart and Coach Lanning to get you here?
Honestly, like Kirby Smart was a bit rolled into like basically you know, helping out with the competition and like letting, you know, knowing how you had to sit out a little too. But when I first came in, I already knew like I was gonna have to compete. And honestly, like that's what I like. I like competition. I like something that's gonna push me to be better. And I don't know, like being with Coach Smart, he's gonna teach you how to be better as an athlete, but also as a better man as well.
Adam, what have you seen so far from two young linebackers, Xavier Story and Smile London? I know they may not both be working at outside linebacker, but you know, what have you seen from them?
Honestly, like the whole freshman class that them came in so far, like these dudes are ready to eat, like they're like really ballers. And honestly, like I never seen such a group that's really just so hungry. And it don't matter what it is or how much they weigh or something. When a coach tells them to do this, like they're gonna try to do it at their best ability they can.
Okay, Adam, thank you very much. Thanks to everyone for joining us, and we'll see you next time.